like to paint.
Cool.
I like to do makeup.
A creative artist with a love for Elvis and an old soul wise beyond her years. But 12-year-old Alexis is also a fighter. She was diagnosed on May 20th of last year with B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia. She received a bone marrow transplant on New Year's Eve from a female donor from the Netherlands. And even with intense treatments, long hospital stays, and countless tests, one thing remains: her infectious smile.
I just want to let people know that it's going to be okay.
Alexis has a long, hard, continued battle ahead, but it is her unwavering faith and devoted family who make the hard days easier.
People have brought me food. They have prayed for me. They have come to see me through the door. Yeah, that I can't see a whole lot of people. If they just come to see me, that's good.
Especially her Aunt Heather, visiting most weekends, bringing the gift of laughter. And her grandfather, she calls Poppy, standing by her side through it all. And of course, Alexis' mom, Heidi, a nurse practitioner, now caring for her own daughter and leading the way, setting the example of strength and faith.
She's like my best friend. She feels like she's always there for me, anything I need.
In a small town like Caneyville, everyone knows everyone, including country music artist and Caneyville native Elvie Shane. He teamed up with Grayson County Sheriff Norman Chaffins for a carpool karaoke they call to help raise funds for Alexis while touring his hometown.
I was like, oh my goodness, I'm on the news.
I'm glad that I could give her a good smile. You know, I have no idea what she's going through or what she's been through. I in zero ways can I relate to how strong she's had to be at her age to overcome the things she's had to overcome. And I'm just super proud of her for being able to find a smile amidst all that. I think we could all learn a lot from people like Alexis.
Alexis has monthly bone marrow biopsies since her transplant last year to make sure her cancer is still gone.
It is hard. Cancer is hard, and not a lot of people go through it, and everybody needs to know that it is hard, and God's the person who's going to get everybody through it, and it's okay to be upset sometimes because I know what it's like, and a lot of other kids know what it's like too.
With it all, Alexis and her mom simply ask for prayers.
Always be strong. It'll be better. Pray because God's going to get you through it.
Reporting in Caneyville, Allie Hennard, WBKO News. Freight trains are a part of life in Bowling Green, but not everyone accepts it.
We all share the same frustrations.
The trains rumble through on their own schedules, day and night. Something people in this community say has become commonplace.
Well, I just see cars sitting here for a long time. Sometimes it seems like an hour or more.
As parked trains block cars several times a week, sometimes per day, with long, slow-moving trains that go on for miles.
I know there's limitations on how long they can be standing there, and they've definitely exceeded those limitations.
The longest I've been stuck is approximately 45 minutes.
Will Constable has taken his frustrations on the Dishman Lane crossing to the Federal Railroad Administration.
I've gone on the website and filed complaints.
Have you ever gotten a response?
Never, not on any of them.
But who has control over regulating how long the trains block crossings? A cycle of confusion has ensued as the Surface Transportation Board says the Federal Railroad Administration has authority over grade crossings. The FRA disclaims it, deferring to the states, but courts prevent state action.
And a lot of times it's just the crossing beam goes down and it's just two engines going back and forth. It's not even, they don't have a full train on it, connected to them. So very weird.
The result is a regulatory void. Help could come from the Supreme Court, with attorneys general from across the country petitioning the High Court to decide once and for all who is in charge of regulating the rails when it comes to blocked crossings, including Kentucky's Attorney General Daniel Cameron.
There's schools at both ends of this road. There's also an ambulance station on Industrial Drive that I can see the potential there for a problem.
There have been 9 federal complaints at the Dishman Lane crossing alone. We reached out to CSX about them. They responded, quote, "At CSX, safety is our highest priority, and we strive to be a good neighbor in the communities where our trains operate. We understand that it may be frustrating when trains block road crossings, and we work hard to prevent that from happening whenever possible. There are times when mechanical and operational conditions could result in a blocked crossing, as well as when trains may stop for mandatory safety inspections or when entering busy rail yards. Our goal is to safely and efficiently transport freight, and we appreciate the patience of motorists waiting for our trains to safely pass as we work to serve customers throughout the Bluegrass State." Tears of joy amid tragedy. LaTanya Webb barely made it out of the December 10th tornadoes alive. Losing her home and car, she has spent the last few weeks just trying to get by.
You don't have to go through this alone. It's so many wonderful people here. This community, this town has come together.
And today was a good day. A day she shed tears of gratitude, all thanks to a few strangers who heard her story.
But it's amazing love how everybody has come around to just not only supported me, support everyone. There's so much support out here. Oh God, it's so much support, and it's so many people that's out here willing to help.
Hey, how are you?
Greg, how are you?
Huntsman Automotive and Soap My Ride owners, along with other community members, gifting her a vehicle.
This is the key.
And these grown men brought to tears by LaTanya's emotion and appreciation for their kindness. And the giving didn't end there.
And there's a check in here for you, so you can pay the taxes, okay? And Lisa is gonna... It's okay.
So much love. All my needs have been met since I lost everything by total strangers.
LaTanya says she survived the tornado by tying herself to her bathtub faucet with a belt, a trick she learned from the movie Twister, which she saw almost 15 years ago.
So when my roof went and I felt all the wind, the first thing I thought about was that movie. So that's when I grabbed the belt, because I watched that movie one time. Now, I didn't know it was gonna work, but it was worth the try, and it did.
She says these business owners' generosity gives her hope for her future as she begins to rebuild her life.
And it gives me motivation, and it gives me a vision and a purpose that I'm gonna go out and help other people the way people have helped me. People have come together to help me, and it's been so amazing. So I need to return that.
She wants those who had a similar experience as she did to know they are never alone.
No token of appreciation is too small. Somebody gave me a bottle of water right after the tornado. And I tell you, that's the best water that I had. So no token is too small. Everything has been greatly appreciated.
Reporting in Bowling Green.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Allie Hennard, WBKO News.